we are finally back and ready in action here for opening day. It's going to be a great matchup. We have my Stars versus Nick Campbell and the Sharks. They're a very new team here coming into the league. This is their first year as they took over the Tornadoes last year. So folks, it's going to be a great matchup. We have Josh Stevens announcing today's game. Take it away, Josh.
Okay, thank you, Jake, and we hop right into the first game. The Stars are at the plate right now with Colin Aubie leading off, with Brady Shimmick pitching, and Shimmick, ball 4 that just misloaded Colin as he spat flips to start the game with a walk. Now comes Aiden Lynn, and that's ball 4 again. The Stars have runners on second and first with nobody out to start the game. And now Jake Stevens gets hit by the pitch, and Shimmick is wild to start the game. It is now bases loaded with nobody out, and they go to a pitching change right away with Andrew Raucci coming in. Raucci with the full count pitch, and he strikes out Colin on pitch right down the middle. One big out. And now Aiden Lynn is up. That pitch just missed for ball 4, and that will bring in a run as Andrew Raucci has walked in a run. Here comes Jake Stevens, and that ball is way outside. It is now 2-0 with Colin up again. Colin with the big leg kick, but that doesn't help him. That's strike 3. Raucci strikes out Colin for the second time in a row, and now there's 2 outs. And he gets Aiden Lynn on a nasty curveball. Strike 3. Stars only scored 2 in the inning. Great job by Andrew Raucci for getting out of that. It's now 2-0 in the bottom half of the first. Aiden Lynn pitching. It's a runner for Cy Young last year, but he throws it way high for ball 4. And Nick Campbell is on to start the inning. And Aiden Lynn, that looks like that is just a bit low. Ball 4, and now Brady Shimmick comes up. And that is high. That is deep to left center field. That ball is gone. Brady Shimmick with a 3-run home run, and the Sharks are up 3-2 in the bottom of the first. Go to instant replay. That pitcher's up and away, but he hooks that in the left field seats. He hooked that. What a great piece of hitting right there. And now already a pitching change as Jake Stevens, who finished 3rd place in Cy Young voting last year, comes in to pitch in relief for Aiden Lynn. Jake Stevens, he has a nasty cutter, and he has a sinker this year as well, but he has a ball 4 to start off. And here comes Raucci again. There's a line drive past Colin at 3rd. That's a single. Everybody moves at 1 base, and he's going for 3rd. Nick Campbell makes it to 3rd. Now, and he scores too. Raucci is all the way to 3rd. What a costly error by Colin Aubie. This is a 2-base throwing error. Now it's 4-2 as Nick Campbell's up again. And that is ball 4 again. The Stars are in huge trouble right now. An error, a home run, 2 walks. This is their 3rd pitcher of the inning, Colin Aubie. He's known for pitching in high school, but he's not known for pitching in wiffle ball. As that ball is laced in the left field, that's a single. It is now 5-2 Sharks. Runners on second and first. Sharks is lighting up right now in the first inning as Raucci. It's another ground ball to 3rd past Jake Stevens. Looks like 1 run will come in to score. Runner goes first to 3rd. That is a double right there for the Sharks as Nick Campbell gets out on the play, but that doesn't matter. That is a 6-run rule as we go into the second inning. 6-2, a great show of hitting right there by the Sharks. It is now 6-2 when the Stars come back up to the plate. Aiden Lynn comes up against Raucci, and that pitch is way high for ball 4. That pitch went off the screen. You could barely even see that. As Jake Stevens looks like he's taking all the way, and that is also ball 4. So the Stars are threatening to tie this game right back up. Now Colin Aubie hits a laser line drive off the fence, and everybody move up 1 base. Aiden looks like he's going to score. No, he's going back. And Aiden Lynn looks like he's out on the bases, but Colin Aubie will make it all the way up to 3rd base. Alright, looks like there's a confusion in the rules right there. They go to look at the replay, but looks like the Stars will score 1 and make 1 out on the bases with Colin Aubie still on 3rd. That's ball 4 to Aiden Lynn, so Jake Stevens comes up with a chance to tie the ball game, as that is ball 4. Colin Aubie comes up, who already has a triple on the day so far, and he has a chance to take the lead right now. And that looks like that hit Colin. That is a run for the Stars, and is now a 2-run game. Now Aiden Lynn steps up to the plate, and that's also high. Raucci is very wild in this second inning. It is now a 6-5 game. Stars are only down 1 as Jake Stevens hits a line drive, but that's back to the pitcher. He steps on first, and that looks like that would be 2 outs for the inning at 5-6. Now Colin comes up, and Colin strikes out looking. That pitch caught the bottom of the corner, barely hit the strike zone. Ryuichi works out of trouble. He tightropes out of that jam. Still 6-5 is Aiden Lin back on the mound. He was the starter. He strikes out Shimmick to start the inning. And this is Shimmick right here, and he gets hit by the pitch. So now his 6-5 runner on first, 1 out, and looks like Andrew Ryuichi strikes out. So Aiden Lin much sharper this inning as there's 2 outs. Although Brady Shimmick takes ball 4. So now it's now second and first for Nick Campbell coming up. And Aiden Lin strikes out Nick Campbell. That is the strike 3. Aiden Lin with a clean inning right there. And going to the 3rd inning, 6-5 ball game still. Stars need 1 run to tie, 2 to take the lead. Not to do it still against, and now it's Brady Shimmick back as Aiden Lin strikes out swinging. That is 1 out, 1 big out. Now Jake Stevens comes up to the plate and he is hit by the pitch. So that is the Stars' 3rd time getting hit by the pitch today. Maybe they have something, the Sharks have something against the Stars, we may never know. So that is now hit by pitch number 4 right there. Number 4 hit by pitch. There might be a fight going on sometime. As he strikes out Aiden Lin. Aiden Lin strikes out for the 2nd time in the inning. Now it's all up to Jake Stevens. Can he give them the lead? And it is ball 4. That is high. Colin Aubie comes up. The chance to tie the game or even take the lead. 6-5. 2 outs. And they bring in their star pitcher, Andrew Ryuichi, who got them out of a jam before. Maybe he can get them out of a jam again. In the pitch. And that is high. That is deep. That ball is gone. It's a grand slam for Colin Aubie, a clutch 2-out home run in the top of the 3rd inning. And the Stars go up 9-6 on a clutch home run by Colin Aubie. A no-doubter into deep center field with the huge bat flip that also goes over the fence. What a swing right there by Colin Aubie. And Ryuichi takes ball 4 to Aiden Lin. The Stars are threatening to put even more runs up on the board right now. Back up is Jake Stevens. And that is high for ball 4. And Colin Aubie comes up again. Sharks are seeming to spiral apart right now. And that ball is also high, but that's not as deep. And that's caught by Ryuichi for the 3rd out. So Stars take a huge 9-6 lead. Now the Sharks have a chance to tie it or take the lead in the bottom half of the 3rd. It's Colin Aubie's back in the pitch, and Andrew Ryuichi takes ball 4. So now Shimmick comes up with a leadoff runner on first base. Looks like there's a pitching change. Head coach Jake Stevens comes back in, who's had a great cutter since the start of the league, but he's recently mixed in the sinker this year. That pitch is way high. That's ball 4. Now the tying run comes up to the plate for Brady Shimmick, who already has a home run hit on the day. Actually, no, that is Nick Campbell. Nick Campbell takes high for ball 4. His bases loaded with nobody out, and Aiden Lin's back in the game. So now it is bases loaded and a chance to win it right here. As that is ball 4 and a run comes in to score. Nick Campbell walks. Now is a chance where a home run, or not even a home run, takes the lead. And that's also ball 4. The Stars can't even hit the zone right now. Many walks in a row and is now 9-8. Oh, another walk will tie it. And that is a hit by pitch. This game is tied still with bases loaded and nobody out. Stars need a strike in the biggest way possible. They don't know who to go to. Okay, they have Jake Stevens coming back in. He needs to get 3 straight strikeouts, and that ball is high, and that ball is gone. A walk-off grand slam by Brady Shimmick, his 2nd home run of the game. And this one is a walk-off as the Sharks take this one 13-9 in their opening game of the season. What an ending right here in game 1. But don't go anywhere. We have 2 games. You see his instant replay. Infielders were playing in, trying to get the out at home. He gets a high fast one. He just deposits that ball into the left field seats for a grand slam. They only need 1, but Brady Shimmick said, "Don't worry, I'll get 4." The score is 13-9. We head on to game number 2 now. We go into the 1st inning. This time the Sharks are away, as Jake Stevens is back on the mound. And that ball is laced into left field. Colin Aubie can't make the play. He tries to get back to the pitcher, but that is not in time. And the Stars have a runner on. It's the Sharks, my bad. The Sharks have a runner on base to start the inning. That ball is high, but looks like Colin's under it, and he doesn't make the play. It's an error by Colin Aubie. Now runners on 2nd and 1st. A costly error by Colin. Now here comes Brady Shimmick, who's already had 2 homers on the day. It looks like he's gonna have a third as that ball is high. That is deep, and that is gone. Brady Shimmick with a 3-run home run, which makes it 2 home runs in his last 2 at-bats. Wow, that pitch was also high, just like his last home run, and he hits that ball into the bleachers just like his last home run. It's pretty much like a replay of the last home run. This one gives the Sharks a 3-run lead in the first inning. Still nobody out. That's a ground ball to Colin. He makes his 2nd error of the inning. Colin Obby is falling apart. So now he makes a throwing error and the runner on second base. Colin Obby is falling apart in the field. He can't do much more after that. After his grand slam, is now he's just lying down on the field as Jake Stevens takes a walk. Looks like the Stars just gave up after their heartbreaking loss in Game 1. Jake Stevens walks home another guy. Both players on the Stars that aren't in the field are lying down. So that ball is line drive into right field. Looks like all 3 runners are scoring. The Stars are basically conceding a 6-run inning. That is very good hitting right there by the Sharks. It is now 6-0 in the top of the first. And that is a 6-run rule, so we go down to the bottom of the first inning. The Sharks put up 6 runs without even recording an out. A perfect inning. Colin Ollie comes up, and that looks like that will be down low for ball 4. Nick Campbell is back in at pitching. He started the last game. Actually, no, he did not start the last game. Brady Shimmick started the last game. He's starting this game as Aiden Lynn hits a line drive to left field. That's a single. Now Jake Stevens is up, and he gets hit by the pitch. That's Jake Stevens' 3rd hit by pitch of the day. The Stars are threatening to tie this one up in the first inning as Colin Obby comes in, and Obby strikes out. A great pitch right there by Nick Campbell, a sinker on the outside part of the plate. Aiden Lane hits a ground ball. That looks like that could be a double play. And is that a double play? Did they get it in time? They did get it in time. They did not get it in time. There's just 1 out. Jake Stevens, he grounds out to the pitcher, so there's still no runs scored in the inning. It is still 6-0 going into the top of the 2nd. Great job working out of trouble right there by Nick Campbell. They go into the top of the 2nd inning. Still 6-0. Going to the top of the 2nd inning, Andrew Rauducci leans off, and that's a pop-up to Jake, and Jake doesn't make the play. That's the 3rd error of the game so far for the Stars. Jake throws it away, and that's the 4th error of the game. 2nd error on the play, and that's the Little League inside the park home run for Andrew Rauducci. That's supposed to be a pop-up to the pitcher, but after 2 errors, maybe even 3 errors, that is a run for the Sharks, and it's now 7-0. As the Stars get their first out of the game, striking out Nick Campbell. Actually, that was Brady Shimmick. This is Nick Campbell, and he hits a line drive off the right field fence, and that is good for a single. Now there's runners on first with 1 out. It's 7-0 for the Sharks. They're looking to run away with this one. Now Andrew Rauducci hits another line drive. This one's off the top of the left field fence. The runners on 2nd and 1st, and the Sharks are hitting again. They look to go up by an insurmountable lead. And now we have Nick Campbell hitting lefty, and even he gets a base hit lefty as a 1 run comes in to score, and is now a 8-0 game. And he strikes out, so now there's 2 outs. Andrew Rauducci comes up. He doesn't have a home run yet. He's looking for one right here, and he hits a high pop-up. Looks like Jake Stevens got it, and he makes another error. That's Jake Stevens' 3rd error of the inning as Colin Obby has had it with it. He is riding around on the field on a bike. That is 8-0. Bases loaded, and here comes lefty hitting Brady Shimmick now, and hits a line drive down the right field line. Looks like the Stars had just given up on the game, as that gives another run. Jake Stevens can't be happy with this effort. And that is deep. That ball is gone. It's a walk-off grand slam for Nick Campbell. The 2nd walk-off grand slam in as many games for the Sharks. That is now a 13-0 lead. You see, gets a hanging cutter out over the plate by Jake Stevens. That ball is deposited over the left field bleachers for a home run by Nick Campbell. His first of the day for the reigning Rookie of the Year. And that's your final score. Sharks 13-0, Stars 0.